for today is the structure of the Earth and plate tectonics. Um, Structure of the Earth. The Earth consists of three main layers, uh, and starting from the inside, the core, the mantle, and the crust. The core is made up of the inner core, which is a solid, round ball, very dense, and the outer core is in a liquid form and is not as dense as the inner core. The mantle is the lower mantle and the upper mantle, and the upper mantle is called the asthenosphere. Now, as we move on, the crust, there are two types, the continental crust and the oceanic crust. The continental crust is thick, buoyant, and it floats. It floats on the oceanic crust. The oceanic crust is thin, dense, and hence it is under the continental crust. Now, how do we know what the Earth is made of? A lot of students ask me that. Well, we can't dig down deep in because of the conditions underneath, but there are ways we can figure out by knowing, about the seismic or the information that we get from earthquakes, gravity, magnetic fields, electrical fields, and so on, and through air and sea, satellites, field work that goes on, mining. These are all different ways we can get to know what the Earth is made up of. Now, let's move on to what exactly is plate tectonics. Plate tectonics, let's move back. Plate tectonics, if you try to visualize, the brain that is covered by our skull or protected by our skull. The skull is made up of lots of different pieces that are joined together. Plate tectonics, the slabs that make up the plates or the plates on the Earth's surface, are very similar to that. There are different plates, as you see, the Australian plate, the North American plate, the South American plate, the African Arabian plate, and the Eurasian plate. There are different types of plates that are kind of joined to each other, or seem like they're connected to each other. Now, what are these plates made up of? The plates are made up of very strong rock, and it is called the lithosphere. The lithosphere is made up of the crust and the upper part of the mantle. They go hand in hand. Now, beneath the tectonic plates is the asthenosphere, which is the upper part of the mantle. Now, how do these plates move? Now, below the lithosphere that you see in gray is the asthenosphere, or the upper mantle. Now, at the bottom of the mantle, you have, very hot, dense liquid. And so when it gets heated up, it rises up, and this circular motion cools down, sinks, again rises up, and so on and so forth. And so when this happens, the plates, it works like a conveyor belt, and the plates start to move. There are three types of plate boundaries: divergent, where they move apart; convergent, where they move towards each other; and transform, when they slide past each other. We will be talking about this in greater detail in the lessons coming up.